I mean, I had a student, he would not take his test. Teacher just kept saying, Crystal, he knows the word, he will not take the test. So I said, okay. I told him for every word you write, whether you spell it right or not, you get 10 points. He started taking his test writing the words twice because he thought he gonna get double. But the point was, what? He picked up the behavior that we wanted and he just started doing his test. Then we moved to, okay, we're gonna give you 20 points for studying your spelling words. We had to get him to write them first. You see how I couldn't move him real fast. We had to take him in stages. But at the end of that, what, 9 weeks, he was passing the spelling test. And he was literally a student that they were getting ready to move to special needs or special education or whatever because they kept saying he couldn't spell. But we got in there and pushed it with the, you know, building on what we knew was there. But this was a kid that was literally raising himself at home. He was just tired all the time. So I'm saying those things in some serious scenarios. I mean, I had a kid that kept saying she needs to be on, now I go to the medicine real quick. She needs to be on the medicine. And I kept saying, well, actually, she was a 5-year-old on 5 medications. That on 5. And I asked him in a meeting, I said, let me work with this student. Can we just start over? Because I said, the baby is traumatized. She can't do nothing. So we started working with, yeah, she gave us a rough battle. Probably but she started realizing, okay, they really care. So they took her off. So now this child is only on 1 medication. She's about a 4th grade student, doing excellent work and made proficient on that test this last time. So those are the things that I'm saying, but it took the adults to realize, okay, we've got to dig down deep to this undercurrent of what we're seeing happening, because usually anything happening with a behavior is something under that we may not know in the class, but it may be going on at home. But I still say when you see those behaviors, if a kid sees the connection and the commitment from us, they're willing to do it, because what happens is they really feel like I got a photo, I got my point. Daring them about the other day, I was walking through Walmart. I'm not at that job right now. And a little kid ran up to me and said, Miss Barker, you need to bring points to this school. I said, what? These kids need points over at the school I go to now. I mean, just out the blue. And I just started laughing. I said, why? They bad. Because he was on points. And he was classified as what? Bad. But he saw the need that other kids could benefit from what he was walking, going to see a student. Miss Crystal, he need points. They're in a line. He out of line, he need points. So I'm saying that what she's saying, and we had a student that did that. We had a student who was an overachiever in the classroom. Just, you take him to the computer, he was scoring on the 3rd grade level, but it was a 1st grader. So the teacher started, she was allowing him to help the students, but then when he would talk, she would give him a write-up. So I said, that's not, then he started pulling back in his own academics, because now I'm getting in trouble when I talk, and she told me to help. So I asked her, I put it on his checklist. So every time that he helped a student, at the teacher's approval, you know, Johnny, go over there and help, you know, KJ, because he's struggling with his spelling word. We will reward him 40 or 50 points just for helping. But I had to work with the teacher too to help her. Now you can't punish him when he's talking and you told him to help the student. We got to help him understand when to talk. So, you know, that's exactly doing his work. He was doing everything because he knew the value of doing what he's been asked to do, which some people say, but he's supposed to do that. Right, he is supposed to do that, but he wasn't doing it. So now that we're rewarding him for doing it, Mom wanted to know, what do you have him, not the teacher, the mama. She said, what do you have my child on? And I told her, showed her the system. And she started saying, how can I use it at home? Because his behavior is even changing at home. He's coming home doing what he's supposed to do. So when I say simple, like I said earlier, it's hard to just tell you what to do because it's so unique to you, your needs, literally. If you say, I want my kids doing something, it's unique to the needs of the teacher. Now, of course, like I said, the cookie cut, what Dr. Marshall has the school going by or what your classroom rules are, but when you get down to that individual, that's just like when you get your performance evaluation. Dr. Marshall does not evaluate you on the whole school. He value what? On your own personal, what you do. So it's literally the same thing.